And while Nord Stream pipelines 1 and 2 are now out of action, there's a conflict brewing over the other major source of Europe's gas from Russia. This is the transit line through Ukraine. Gazprom is threatening to sanction Ukraine's state gas company, Naftogaz, because the Ukrainians have been seeking arbitration to make Gazprom pay its bill for transporting gas through Ukraine to Central Europe. And that could result in Gazprom halting gas exports to Europe through Ukraine. Just keeps getting worse, doesn't it? Lana Zerkal is an advisor to the Ukrainian Energy Ministry and has been an advisor to the CEO of the Ukrainian state gas company. She joins us from Berlin. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to DW. This argument has had a much lower profile in the media. Is it likely to end in this pipeline being cut off as well?
Hello. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the signs that Russia is very serious in its desire to actually raise all the stakes in energy war against Europe. And they supply now only 30% of the contractual obligations through Ukraine. But even this amount, I think, is very considerable now for Europe when it does not have any possibilities of other sources of Russian gas. So actually, that's the last route to Europe, excludes the Turkish stream. That's it. No other ways how to deliver Russian gas. And even though they threaten us with their sanctions against Naftogaz, and actually they consider that the actions of Naftogaz were unfriendly, and they want to sue Gazprom in unfriendly jurisdictions such as Switzerland.
Right. But part of Gazprom's argument is that Ukraine has failed to fulfill its contractual obligations by refusing to allow gas through separatist-controlled Luhansk. Don't they have a point?
No, because they occupied this controlling point, and we lost control under this particular point. And we suggested to reroute the gas to another point, which is Suja, and which is capable to deliver all necessary amount of gas. And actually, they can go to arbitration as well if they think that Ukraine does not fulfill its obligations.
Right. But as you say, the notion, the idea of arbitration is one that Gazprom dislikes, and because, as you say, they've said it is in an unfriendly jurisdiction. Now, it probably comes as news to many of us that Russia is still sending gas through Ukraine to the West. Isn't it in Ukraine's interest to see that halted and another source of Russian income removed?
I don't think that this is about the income and source from Russia. That's about the fulfillment of our obligations to transport this gas to Europe. And we are a reliable partner, and we very much cherish our reputation.
Understood.
That's what's different.
I understand. Changing the subject slightly, because I'm aware that as well as advising the Energy Ministry, you're also a Ukrainian ambassador extraordinary. So a word then about these votes that Russia has been holding in occupied Ukraine, and of course the inevitable yes to Russian annexation. What's your response to those votes?
That's just another fake, and don't call this fake a referenda, because that's a misuse of this term, the referenda. This is not a referenda. That's another fake and another show, which was orchestrated by Russians, and all of us were absolutely aware about the possible results of this fake in advance. So that's why we were absolutely ready with this result, and we will continue to fight for our territories and for our freedom.
Thank you so much for sparing us the time and joining us on DW. Lana Zerkal, Ukrainian ambassador extraordinary and advisor to the Ukrainian Energy Ministry. Thank you.
Thank you.